as you saw by the title, we're going to be talking about, will there be a World War III? Oh! Loving blessings. This is Drea. I'm back with another video. I'm doing this series where I talk about real life, talk about things that's going on in the world. So far I talked about, trying to stop busting nuts. 7 signs that God is leveling you up. Now we're going to talk about the World War, if there's going to be a part 3. If you're new to the channel, and if you're back for another video because you like the vibes, hit that like button because you already know. Bro, my neck cracked when I did that. But anyways, all right, y'all. So y'all know what's going on in Israel, right? Israel, whatever you want to call it. Correct me if I'm wrong. Drop it down in the comments. I can even show a clip. But for now, I'm going to just, on top of my dome, I'm going to talk to you about what I know. I know you better get you a shotgun. I know you better get in your prayer closet. I tell you what. It's not even funny, bro. But, okay, so the United States, if you're in the United States, cool. What's up, bro? If you're in a different country, what's up, bro? You know what I'm saying? There's a war in Israel. And I believe we are a part of Israel. Like, we give Israel things. Let's watch this clip together and let's break it down, because this clip explains everything. But yeah, we're with Israel. So if we're an ally for another person, when that person get attacked, bro, we can't just sit there and let our ally get attacked, because it's like on Fortnite. Oh, I ain't talking about Fortnite. That's the devil. That's the devil.
Bruh.
Okay, so it's like on Overwatch, okay? You can't just sit there and let your teammate get destroyed, bro. You gotta step in and you gotta step in and revive people. So pray. So there's 2 ways it can go. You either pray, you can shoot. Okay. Either way, you gotta be prepared. Okay, you gotta be prepared. Like Lion King said. So yeah, and it's safe, it ain't safe. It's the same way with the people that's actually attacking Israel. They have allies too, and unfortunately, we think the United States is unstoppable, but bro, the other countries have way better stuff than we do. Like, even their money is worth more than us. Like, we're not even in the top 3 when it comes to currency, bro. It's not even top 3. It don't even touch other people's money, bro. Anyways, that's not what this is about. We're talking about getting prepared for World War III, okay? But it's really interesting, and I'll try to make it where it's like really short, so only the points stick out. But here it is.
Most people have heard about the invasion of Hamas into Israel land, but not many know how the war between these two groups could lead to a greater World War III. At 6:30 a.m. on October 7th, 2023, Hamas militants paraglided into Israel and invaded a music festival that left hundreds dead and hundreds more taken as hostages and brought back into the Gaza Strip. What began as this initial invasion by Hamas has now turned into a global phenomenon, and talks of a potential World War III are ramping up, where countries are already taking action. The United States has sent naval ships to patrol in the Red Sea and Persian Gulf, where these ships have already shot down rockets from the Houthis in Yemen and Hezbollah in Lebanon, 2 extremely dangerous terrorist groups. Russia has blamed this war on the United States for trying to profit off the conflict and ignoring the Palestinians' request for creating a new independent Palestinian state. Soon after Hamas and Gaza made this initial invasion into Israel, airstrikes began ramping up amongst both sides. Hamas has made their way into many Israeli towns on foot, while Israel has mostly been relying on their high-tech airstrikes. Gaza has been decimated so far, and it hasn't even been a full month of fighting yet. The price for water and food in Gaza has become only affordable for the rich, the power has been cut off for the entire strip, making communication extremely difficult, and the last remaining hospitals are on the brink of collapse. Israel has cut off any travel in or out of Gaza, where they have told Palestinians to evacuate to the southern side of the strip, as this area won't be attacked with airstrikes. Humanitarian aid trucks also weren't allowed to enter Gaza until 2 weeks after the initial invasion on October 21st. The Palestinians are still lacking essential supplies necessary for survival, but the US has been urging Israel to allow humanitarian aid trucks to enter Gaza each day through the Rafah border crossing. Israel is concerned that these resources are going straight to Hamas and aiding them in their fight against Israel, rather than going towards the Palestinians who actually need the support. The United States has many military bases scattered throughout the Middle East in order to hopefully facilitate more peace in this hostile region. The US has been expanding their presence in the Middle East ever since this initial Hamas invasion, as the US has tried to counter Iran's funding towards Hamas and Hezbollah. These US military bases have been undergoing missile strikes from Iran-backed militant groups like Hezbollah and even the Houthis in Yemen. On October 19th, the Houthis in Yemen fired 5 missiles north in the direction of Israel. The USS Carney was positioned in the Red Sea and shot down these missiles as they were making their way north up the Red Sea. Iran has backed the Houthis for years, as they have continuously threatened Saudi Arabia, who is another one of America's top allies, mainly because this is where a large portion of the United States oil comes from. These US military bases that have been expanding in the Middle East have recently been encountering more and more airstrikes from these Iran-backed militant groups. 23 times since October 17th, the United States has had to shoot down missiles coming towards their air bases, namely the Al-Assad Air Base in Iraq and the Al-Tanf Garrison Base in Syria. Most missiles were successfully shot down, but some did detonate at these bases, leaving 21 US troops injured so far. This has led the United States to send more naval ships to patrol in the Red Sea and Persian Gulf, with 2,000 US troops aboard. The United Nations has been urgently calling for a ceasefire between Israel and Hamas, which has been rejected by Israel and the United States, saying that a ceasefire doesn't do enough for Israel's right to self-defense. Israel also argues that there was a ceasefire in place before October 7th, but Hamas were the ones to break it, so now it means time for war. Another country that has been very critical of the United States' handling of the war in the Middle East is Russia, who claims the United States is involved solely for financial incentives. China is being seen as attempting to take the upper hand on the United States by promoting itself as a peace-seeking neutral power, while the US has clearly backed one side of the fight. Another reason China may be hesitant to fully support one side is that a large portion of their sanctioned oil comes from Iran, and as we mentioned earlier, Iran has been longtime enemies of Israel. If China were to break their alliance with Iran, this would certainly hurt their ability to cheaply import oil. Taiwan is currently patrolled by the United States, but China still views Taiwan as a Chinese province. The fight for Taiwan hasn't been violent yet, but China continues to send more and more jets to hover around Taiwan's airspace, signaling a threat to the United States. The Chinese Communist Party also conducts more than 2 million cyber attacks a month on Taiwan, which includes malicious emails and disinformation that gets to the people of Taiwan. An invasion into Taiwan could be China's next big move to assert itself as the world's most dominant country.
Fix it, Jesus. Fix it. Tell me your comments down below, y'all. What you think? If you made it through the whole video, then good job, because it's good to feed your brain, especially what's going on in the world today. So you already made it here. Make sure you hit that like button, okay? Hit it. And subscribe. Hey, hit it. And subscribe. The people that live in the spirit, you know, no weapon formed will prosper. And it says somewhere in the Bible how God will keep you safe from famine. He'll keep you safe, you and your family safe, and all that good stuff. So if you got your holy water, start splashing that thing daily on your house, in your face.